Oh shoot, on me, man.
Just try to uppercut everybody. That's your best bet. Press R1 and uppercut everyone.
Yeah, damn. Scared. Okay.
You gotta uppercut her to death. Just block an uppercut. Block an uppercut.
Oh yeah.
Finish her. The realms are mine. Omni-Man wins.
Decent.
R2 to block, or the top buttons block. One of the top I don't know what the buttons do. Down in triangle, uppercut. One of the top buttons block. You just need to block an uppercut.
By a man in a cape?
I do not think so.
What the hell? It's like my guns aren't working. Oh,
You're just letting yourself get killed. I'll take the controller back.
alright. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's late. How the hell do you dash?
I tapped left once. Are you stupid?
Left?
I tapped left to move. And I moved left. You idiot.
I didn't know that you could dash. Jeez.
You just move by pressing the button. You know, count the buttons on the controller. You went to school, right? There's 17 buttons on the controller. One jumps, one punches, one kicks, one dashes,
know that
one walks,
dash.
one ducks. Let's not be stupid anymore.
What are all those whispers I hear?
Many are the souls screaming to fight you. Fight.
What a disgrace to your species.
Brutality. Omni-Man.
Knocked his head off his body.
That's crazy.
We gotta max out 3 of the guest characters, or the cameos, or those useless characters, you know, like the girl in the background. We gotta level up 3 more of them characters to their maximum level in order to get the platinum. And this is the easiest way to do it. You just uppercut everybody to death, and then at the end of the game, the girl goes up 1 level. You need to get 5. The trophy I'm looking for is get 5 cameo characters to level 15. Well, I have 2 already at level 15, so now we're on number 3. The easiest way to do it is to just uppercut everybody's head off, and then at the end, you'll go up 2 levels. And then you just repeat the process over and over again. So we simply gotta beat the game 35 times by uppercutting everyone's head off, and we'll level up 4 characters, or 3, or whatever it is.
Your army of demons can't drag me to hell.
What if I stab, scorch, and flame first? Fight!
Have I proven my point?
Brutality. Omni-Man.
Have I proven my point? He said.
I heard.
There, and then she went up from a lousy level 8 to 9. After all that, a lousy level 8 to a 9. And she got to go up to 15. And you only go up one level by doing this stupid shit. Yeah, so it's like a boring level grind. That's why I'm watching TV on my phone. I'm also live on Twitch and broadcasting a Spider-Man cartoon to Twitch I'm watching. How do I get out of here? I want to go fight this guy. I'll probably get a good amount of points for beating him up. Except the only bad thing is they only let you fight him once. You know, they let you fight him once, give you a good amount of points, and then don't let you ever fight him again. I want to fight him 15 times so I can level up.
Ghostface? Terminator Judgment Day? Liquid Metal? Johnny Cage?
Johnny Cage, I got the Jean-Claude Van Damme version.
What the hell? You watched
Look at Raiden. He's a zombie.
No, what the hell? That's sick.
3 of the people are zombies. Now I got them. Just look at Scorpion. Look at the little picture. That little picture, that's not how Scorpion really looks. You see the little picture? That's not how Smoke looks. That is not Smoke. Now the big picture, that's the real Smoke. I had to pay extra money to make Smoke look the way he was supposed to because they got an imposter down there. That ain't Smoke. I don't know who that is. Scorpion, you never get to see Scorpion's hair, ever. And when he pulls his mask off, it's a skull. So to have a man with hair in a little box, it looks like it's a guy with a ponytail wearing a gas mask. That ain't Scorpion. I had to pay $5 just to get the actual Scorpion from every other game. The one that, you know, when you think Scorpion in your head, you don't think a long-haired man with a gas mask.
No.
You know, so I wanted to get the real, I call that the real Scorpion. Because this whole game's filled with imposters. They're not even the real people from Mortal Kombat.
Reptile.
Now he got a new fatality.
Fight.
I thought reptile was
That's the reptile from the movie from the year 1998. The movie Reptile, the real reptile. Let's see what the new fatality is.
Finish him. Fatality. Reptile wins.
That's an awesome fucking fatality. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the other outfit I got. I like the movie version better because when I was a kid, I went to the movie theaters to see Mortal Kombat. Scorpion had to fight Liu Kang in the movie, and he looks just like the character that I'm using.
Fight.
We just gotta beat as many people as fast as possible to let that little bar go up from rank 9 to rank 15. Then we got 2 more characters to do, so there's no way that we could do it in one day. It'd take about a week. The internet fucked up. Oh well, I'm live streaming anyway. You could just click on the profile if you really wanted to see that bad.
Fight. Brutality. Reptile wins. Fight. Brutality. Reptile wins. Test your might. Excellent.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm trying not to talk. I try to give you the controller.
Okay.
If you want to join, you go to the party screen.
Fight.
Go to party screen.
I am much more than Saterin.
Brutality. Reptile wins.
Let's see if it'll let you play. Tap the X button.
Okay.
Anything happen?
Hmm?
And now it should work. Because I thought there was a way that we could both have control at the same time. You know, that way, like, if you
Oh, is
mess
that
up,
it?
I thought we could both have control at the same time. That way, if you mess up, I could step in. But it's just either you have control or I have control. So it's a little hard for me to step in to assist you.
2.
You're going to lose this one. You see, because you don't understand what's going on.
That was an instant kill. What the hell?
Don't have anything to do with that. But click retry. You have 1 second. Buttons are going to appear on the screen. You need to press the buttons and you'll have 1 second to do it. Get ready.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Did you see them?
Oh, yeah.
It says left. It says left, right, square. Very, very
Left, right,
simple.
square. Left, right,
Yeah,
square. Alright.
don't go to retry. Go to continue. You want to try to get away from this fight. That one's too much for you. Pick something else. Want to walk somewhere else.
Alright,
That one already says complete. You went the wrong way.
right?
Yeah, you can see if the things are lit up that you're standing on. Now look on the top right. That's not even a fight. So you want to keep moving. See, now that's a fight. You see you see a fighter? There's a fighter up there. Remember, uppercut and block. That's your best. They're going to beat you if you don't uppercut and block. Because that's the only way you can fight right now. You could try to do other things, but if you really want to beat this guy, you're gonna have to block him or uppercut him. Oh,
It just froze.
yeah, it's my internet. I can't help it.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's mine.
Well, I don't feel like reopening it up to share play. If you still wanted
You're
to be a
fine.
if you decided you still wanted to be a spectator, you just click on my profile and it'll bring you to the place where you could spectate if you felt like it.
Do you have Mortal Kombat 11 PlayStation 4?
Yes, I have every Mortal Kombat that ever existed, starting with part 1.
Finish him.
I could re-download it.
I don't have it installed. I'm trying to beat this. You can see that I'm one trophy away from doing everything that there is to do in this game.
Damn.
Once I get the final achievement, the platinum, I'll delete the game, and then maybe I'll install part 11, which is better than this. 11 is better. This game sucks. This game sucks. I'm only playing it because I feel like I know I'm going to get the platinum if I level up.
The thing that I really like on there is probably like Scream, Homelander, and the Terminator from
Yeah, those
Judgment.
characters ain't even really in the game. Those are characters you get if you pay extra money.
Yeah, no, that's like the dumb thing.
In my opinion, they all suck anyway. The only one that seems to be any good is John Cena. For some reason, he brought a gun to a karate tournament. They let him use a gun in a karate tournament, I guess.
Well, he's Peacemaker.
Yeah, but this is a kung fu tournament. You know, like Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan. Think of a karate man. This is like Mr. Karate Man game. Not, I beat you up with a machine gun while you try to karate chop me.
Yeah.
But still, though, I think John Cena is one of the strongest characters in this game. Because you could just cheat by shooting all the time.
Yeah. But I feel like that's like the coolest parts that they add. Like when they add a gun to somebody.
I think that's one of the worst things that they could have did. So you must not have played many Mortal Kombats then. I think you should probably figure out a way to go back somehow and start with part 1 and try to beat each one all the way up till you get to part 11.
The only one that I played is the only two that I played is Mortal Kombat 2018 and Mortal Kombat 11. Or I think that's what it's called. Let me check it. I have it on disc somewhere.
Chameleon.
But the only ones that are on the PS4 are Mk10 and Mk11. Mortal Kombat 8 had all the superheroes in it. It was like Mortal Kombat vs. DC. It was number 8. Then Part 9 had Freddy Krueger in it and God of War. You ever played a Mortal Kombat that had God of War in it and Freddy Krueger?
No.
It's pretty good. That's Part
No, I
9.
was thinking about. It's Mortal Kombat XL. Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's the one that has Leatherface in it.
Yeah. Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. That one is way better than this one.
I'm trying to watch a trailer for a game. Oh, what the heck.
So you're not able to get the new Dragon Ball Z game because you only got a PS4.
Honestly, I don't really care about Dragon Ball Z.
Well, you should.
I've never even watched the show.
You should go out of your way to go back and watch it from the beginning, every single episode, one by one, till there's none left. Then you'll understand.
I feel like it's a little bit overrated, in my opinion.
It's not.
My favorite show ever is Stranger Things. That's the only one I've actually clicked onto and watched it day after day.
That's not a Japanese anime. That show's not very good either. That show is made for like gay and lesbian people.
Stranger Things?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Remember, you're just a kid. There's people that make these things. Like, there's people that create it. It's all a work of fiction, and that one was created by a group of gays and lesbians. That's why it's about little kids who beat up monsters. In real life, a monster would kill a kid. But in Stranger Things, little kids beat up the monsters. That's a gay person or a lesbian's fantasy when they're trying to write something. If you give a lesbian a pen and paper and you tell the gay lesbian girl, please write us a story that's a little scary, she's going to write a story about kids that beat up monsters. So just by watching it, I could tell how the people are thinking that wrote the damn thing. So that one's not very good, but I can understand how somebody who's young, that never really seen that much TV before, would kind of be interested in that one.
It's not really gay. There's multiple straight relationships, and it was written by two dudes who are straight. At least for my
I'm being a little harsh. What I mean is I don't like that little bald-headed girl. Anything that she's in, I don't like.
Really, you don't like Millie Bobby Brown?
No, anything that she was in, she ruined. And we'll explain how. So in the Godzilla movie, anytime Godzilla goes to beat up the other monster, Godzilla will shoot a laser beam out of his mouth. Instead of showing it hit the other monster, it'll show her with tears in her eyes. Then it'll show the bad monster try to bite Godzilla on the neck. Before his jaws clench around his neck, it'll show her saying, "No." So it's like every 2 seconds on that Godzilla movie, the camera will cut to her interrupting the fight between the monsters. I wish somebody could download the Godzilla movie and go to every scene that she's in and delete it and just make the movie about 25 minutes shorter. But at least we get to see the monster battles without a little girl constantly interrupting them.
Your mic keeps on cutting out. I have like no idea what you said.
Forget it. YouTube recorded it, so it doesn't matter. Testing, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I was trying to explain that Millie Bobby Brown is in a Godzilla movie. Did you know that?
No, I actually
Well,
did
she's
not.
in every Godzilla movie. She's the star. Like I said before, I think you're an idiot, but I'm going to attribute it to you being young.
It's your mic. Your mic keeps on
Okay,
cutting out.
I can't help it. You need to just listen harder. I
Yeah,
think
so
it's
it's
your
all.
internet.
It's your mic cutting out.
You just need to listen harder. Testing. The reason that girl was in Stranger Things is because she was the star of the Godzilla movie, not Godzilla.
Kind of dumb. How can you make a Godzilla movie and Godzilla isn't really even the star?
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 Godzilla movies. And that girl you talked about, she's the star of all of them. I'm surprised you never went to the movie theaters to see any of them if she's the star in the Godzilla movies.
No, I've only seen Stranger Things. My parents don't really go to the movie theaters anymore.
Yeah, but that's the reason that I didn't like Stranger Things. I don't like Stranger Things. Because the little girl that ruined the Godzilla movies are in it. And this time they shaved her bald.
When was the movie made? Like, when did it
Since you're since
release?
you're since you're only 4.5 years old, the movie was made about 15 years ago.
God damn! Oh shit! She was young. What you doing, bro?
Brutality. Ermac wins.
To make a construct of a construct is a gargantuan task. But with this
Like when they were making
can
Stranger
achieve
Things,
his vision.
she tried to take the
Never been
spotlight away
a
from all the
deadlier
other
warrior.
children that were there. Like trying to tell them that they can't be on camera as much as her. They're not allowed to talk to the fans. She's a bully, and she's bullying all the other kids on the set. Or she made the red-haired girl cry, and the black kid didn't want to be on the show with her. The little black boy didn't want to be on the show with her, and she kept making the red-haired girl cry. Nobody liked her, and she was called a bully. And none of them kids wanted to be her friend in real life. They're only there for the TV show. They all hated her.
So they didn't want to be on the set with her because she was being mean to her. I mean, she was being mean to them.
She acted like she was the star of Godzilla, so she knows better than them other kids because she been in a movie before, and this is their very first TV show. She would say things like, "I've been in a movie. Let me tell you what to do. You've only been in a TV show, and this is your very first one." You get what I mean? She would act like she was some kind of big movie star to the other little kids who didn't even care. They didn't like her.
Yeah, I think I download what's it called? Mortal Kombat 11 again. It's a really fun one.
You should try to complete the story mode or go into Shang Tsung's island.
Excuse me.
You want to try to get to the end with every character. Every character, everybody got their own ending.
I'm not gonna lie, the worst game that I regret buying the most is probably Mafia Definitive Edition. It is so ass. I would recommend you do not.
Yeah, and I never bought it. That like for me, a lot of the games are just got a yellow plus sign. That's a subscription game. If you just had if you had the right subscription, you would have never had to buy the game because it would have been free. That's a game that they give out free to people with the subscription.
Never play it. There's no checkpoints. There's no mode. In my opinion, everything that you do is worth nothing. But hey, that's just my personal.
Finish him.
I know for a fact there's a way to save in it.
Ermac wins.
You can watch people playing it live on Twitch 24/7. How are they saving it? So if you get PlayStation Essential instead of or whatever it's called, there's 3 subscriptions. If you get the right subscription, the other subscription, you get all the games. The extra subscription gives you all the games.
Here's the thing too, my mom's trying to lay off of the monthly things and yearly things. Like she just
It's like you're gonna have to figure out a way to start. You're gonna have to hurry up and make it so you start making money then somehow. You have to hurry up and grow up and get big and leave that place and make money yourself.
That's what I want to do. I want to get a job already. I want to buy my own PS, newest one. I want to buy really all my sisters, both of them, well, not really both of them. My sister, she always goes out to shop with new clothes, basically 24/7, now that she has a job. Personally, I don't really need that much. I just need the minimal and the newest console. That it. So, extra, let's see how many.
For me, it costs $15 a month and I get 800 games.
Yeah.
Let me go show you. Like, go to the PlayStation menu. Go up to the yellow plus sign. Go up to the yellow plus sign.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it.
You,
Watch Dogs 2 was there? I bought that. There's no way, bro. I think I meant to
so you're like under the subscription, like the browse or whatever, like the game things, or whatever it is, the PlayStation Plus games.
Bro, this is wild. No way. Who the hell is this?
Like all the games under that yellow, they gotta have the yellow. It's under the yellow plus sign. You click on that yellow plus sign, and it'll bring you to all the games. And you can click on any one of them and play them. It's like Netflix. It's like Netflix. You don't even gotta download them. You just click on it and you play it. And if you like it, you could buy the actual game. So people try to say this. Oh, if I get the subscription, I don't actually have the game. Well, you'll be able to know if you like it or not if you do want to buy it, right? That's how you find out if you do like it or not, by being able to play anything you want. If you can play anything you want.
And also some of the trailers, like I've seen some trailers and then I've bought in the game, and then I've seen how it actually is, and it's nothing like how it shows. So then I just
You're
regret
supposed to
everything.
look up people actually playing it. You want to watch
I don't do
videos of
that. I just
people
watch the
actually.
trailer.
No, you want to watch people actually playing it, or be in the party with them and have them give you the controller, like I,
Dad, there's
like I
so
just did,
many Assassin's Creed.
and they all suck.
Damn, that's crazy. I heard that's a really good game from some people.
Like
Most
some of the
people,
games
actually.
in there that are good would be For Honor, the Batman games,
Oh
Crime
yeah, Batman
Boss.
games are so expensive.
Any of the PS5 games are
Space
going to be good.
Junkies. Ain't no damn way, bro. They got every single Watch Dogs game here that I bought. Jesus, bro.
Yeah, so you never even had so you never even had to buy them. So you could have saved all that money and just switched your subscription and still have money in your hand.
Bro, I think I might just change. I think I might just ask my mom to do
Well, hold
this.
on. Here's how you could tell them. Tell them that you never have to buy me a game again. You never have to buy me a game again, because if you just pay that amount every month, I'll have like every game. I have 1,000,000 games. Why buy me one game when if you just pay that, I can have every game. You gotta you gotta act like they'll never have to buy you a game again. But then when Christmas comes around, still ask for a game anyway. When your birthday comes around, still ask for a game anyway. You get what I'm saying? But when you try to get the subscription, tell them you'll never need to buy me no games ever again. Everything is there. You know what I'm saying? And there'd be
Mhm.
even more there. There's stuff there that you can't see. So there's even more stuff. But you need to have a PS5 to see the other ones.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to save it. Damn it. I need to. I'm gonna need to start doing some yard work this month. Damn it. Shit.
Now, this is going to sound completely terrible. And don't do this. Don't do it. What I used to do was I used to wait for my mom to walk into the next room, and sometimes I'd take $20 out of her purse. Another thing I used to do was this. Every day when I went to school, my mother would give me $2 for breakfast at the school, $2 for lunch at the school, and $2 for a snack. That's $6. So every day she would give me $6 every morning. Well, I just never spent it. What's 5 times 6?
A lot.
Well, I would ride my bike to
Oh,
the
five
mall.
times six.
I would ride my bike to the mall Friday. I would say, hey, Mom, I'm going for a bicycle ride. I'll be back in an hour or two. And I would ride the bike to the mall and bring the bike inside the mall. And as a kid, walk into the video game store and buy a game with money and then hide the game from my parents. So they never knew I had the disc. I'd throw the case away and just have the disc. And if they ever found the disc, I would say my classmate could keep it. Really, I used the lunch money to buy it, and I basically starved. But I was friends with a bunch of other kids that never ate their lunch. Their parents would give them money. They would buy lunch and not eat it for some reason. And I would just eat theirs. Well, I was like a bully anyway. I'd keep my money and eat the other kids' lunch. Yeah, do that. Find somebody who ain't as tough as you are. Eat their food and just keep your money. And then you have money at the end of the week.
Nah, bro, the only people that wanna have stuff with me is like some retard people. No, I'm just joking, but our school is
Start
pretty
selling
strict,
cigarettes on the playground.
and everybody
Back in my day, they used to sell cigarettes right on the playground. People would take them from the parents and then sell them on the playground.
That's wild.
Like back when I was in school, we used to like two people would go into the bathroom and smoke a cigarette near the window inside the bathroom at the school. We'd have two more people stand in the hallway to see if anybody was walking down the hall.
Bro, I'm looking at these games. God damn, bro. This is crazy. I think I actually might buy this. I'm gonna ask my mom. I'm gonna say what you said, like, you really never need
Okay,
to buy
I
the game
forgot
ever
that.
again.
Yeah, but then when a holiday comes around, ask anyway. Because the other family members don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you could ask your aunt to get you a game for Christmas. You could ask, your uncle or your family member, your brother, your mother, your whoever. They could still get you a disc.
You want another game that I regret buying that's on extra? It's Hello Neighbor. It's
What's
so
it
mid.
called? What is it?
Are you? Ain't no way.
I know they got a bunch of fighting games on there.
Yeah. My mom says if I ever steal any money from her, she will get out the belt. She'll just like ground me for a very, very long time. She will hit me for a very long, painful time. So I'm never going to steal from her. Not ever, 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 ever. Never. I don't know how you got away with it.
You lose.
But picture this. If a person has $220 bills crinkled up in a bag, somebody takes three of the crinkled up $20 bills out of the bag, do you think they're going to count 197 crinkled up $20 bills and find out three is gone?
No.
Well, that's how I did it.
You lose.
My mother used to just have a bag, a purse, and the purse used to just have nothing but crinkled up $20 bills in it stuffed inside of it. And she would just walk around and pay for stuff.
Three, two, one. You lose.
I hate these matches. That shit ain't even a real fight. Why they making me do something like this? Why would they put that in Mortal Kombat? This is not practice. This is not a tutorial. Why are the buttons appearing on the screen and they telling me to press them like that? What were they thinking? Playing chess or something. Instead of having a crypt or like a Shang Tsung Island or whatever. It's like we're fucking playing chess or something. It's like a Mario Brothers board game or something. Like I'm not even moving. He's moving on his own. I don't even press anything. Just tap the X button. It's sad. That's Raiden. That's Raiden, I guess. It looks like Raiden, but it says Jun Feng teacher. The fuck is that supposed to mean? Why does this show Raiden but not say his name? Don't even make any sense.
What the
Imagine
hell
if
is
it showed you.
premium?
Imagine if it showed your favorite character on the screen, but it said his name was something else.
So, I have a question. What the hell does premium do?
Premium means that you could just click on the games and play them like Netflix, and you don't have to download them, and it doesn't take up no memory. And Premium also gives you PlayStation 1 games, PlayStation 2 games, and PlayStation 3 games. In case you like
Ain't
old-fashioned stuff.
no. So you're telling me if I get premium, I
Yeah, but
can
the
get
premium might be too
GTA
expensive.
4?
They might not let you do premium. They might say it's too expensive.
Yeah, you're right.
You want to try to get the one that's
You're
in the
right. Yeah.
middle. The
It's
what
like
was it called? Extra.
$28.
You want to
Yeah.
try to get the extra one.
Extra is only 19. For the remaining 125 days, it's only $19.
For how many days? I think you got it wrong
125.
somehow. Wait,
Says
125 days. How many days?
125.
Okay, so that's a long time then. Me, I only go 1 month at a time. So sometimes when I get premium, I'm glad that you figured all this out because I met some other people your age who could not figure this shit out. You know how you're actually able to see the prices and understand it? That's very smart. Now that I know that you understand that, let me try to explain something. So I go month to month. I go month to month, right?
Hmm.
So when I only have like
Yeah.
5 days left in the month, I could upgrade to premium for 25 cents. I can do 25 cents for 5 days if I wanted to, just to test something out. For say there's a game there and I just wanted to try it. I could wait till there's 5 days left in my subscription and upgrade for a quarter for 5 days. So I thought that was pretty cool.
What? So you're telling me like at the very urge, like 5 days left of extra, you go into premium for only 25 cents?
It depends on how long is left and how much money it costs.
So
But then when you try to renew, when it comes time to renew, though, you got to remember to not go with premium. You're only trying to go with premium for the remainder, for the remainder of the time. So once the time ends, and you try to get and you try to renew, they're gonna try to give you premium. So before you renew, you gotta click on what you had before, like set it back to normal. That way you don't be stuck with premium forever. Once your premium is up, you want to go back to whatever you had before. And in order to do that, once your subscription ends, you want to set it back to the way it was before you upgraded. Now
that was
I'm smoking a cigarette because of you. You're making me smoke cigarettes.
that was confusing for me. Don't repeat it. I'm gonna just get the extra. Well, I'm gonna ask my mom. But it says for me, upgrade today. Tax around $20. Um, for the remaining 125 days. Next payment 135 every 12 months. It's crazy.
Yeah, I only go. So for example, I say that I'm gonna buy a game each month, and the game is gonna cost more than $15.
Hmm.
So if I just get the subscription each month for $15, that's less than what a game would cost. And I get all them
Yeah.
games.
So my next payment after the 125 days is going to be 135.
If you're buying a whole year or 6 months or something, depends on how much you wanted to buy and how long. You have to figure that out yourself. I only go 1 month at a time, me personally. And that costs the most to do that. But I don't know if I'll even be alive 2 months from now. So why would I pay for a year if I could be dead next month? I could get hit by a car tomorrow morning. I could die in my sleep. I could have a heart attack right now. Why would I buy a year?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get a year. I think I'm gonna get 1 month. That's a little bit. Why? 135?
I know somebody that got 60 years. They got bought 60 years worth of PlayStation, but it was a glitch.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, so back before, you know how it says extra premium? Before that, that never existed before. That's new. Like a few years ago, there was something else. And during the Switch, when premium was invented and extra was invented, like during the switch from what we had to premium, there was some kind of loophole or something, or some kind of glitch. And a few people wound up getting like 50 or 100 years of PlayStation Plus off the glitch. Basically just a lifetime of PlayStation Plus. That was when premium was invented. A couple people figured out a way. You know, you can't do it anymore. We used to have something called PlayStation Now. There is no more PlayStation Now. When PlayStation Now disappeared, they forced us to get PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Like during the Switch, a couple people figured out a way to do it.
So it's $15 every single month.
Yes, which is kind of expensive.
Yeah,
It's
but
cheaper
like
to get
for
it. It's
that
cheaper
month.
to get it by a year. If you buy a year, I think it's only $10 each month if you buy a year. That's why people do that, because it's cheaper. I'd rather pay a little more, because if I pay a little more, sometimes I might be forced to go without it. Did you know you don't need PS Plus? You could just play the offline games. Fortnite don't need no PS Plus. Apex don't need no PS Plus. Like in the PlayStation Store, when you go to free, anything under free, you don't need no PS Plus. You could just play it without it.
Mm.
Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
That's why I play Neverwinter. Anytime I play Neverwinter, it means that I'm waiting for my subscription to come back. Like I went a few days without. Like if I ever go a day or two without, those are Neverwinter days. Look up Neverwinter. That'd be the most complicated game you ever played. But it's only complicated because of the menu. Like all the little words everywhere. It's a free game. It's Dungeons and Dragons. You team up with the other players and fight monsters. You can see it under my games. It's my third most played game, or my fourth most played game.
You ever played The Last of Us? The
No,
Last of
no,
Us?
and I'll tell you why. Because you play
Why?
as a little girl in that game, and I'm a grown man. So I don't have fun controlling little girls. So any game where you play as like a little girl or something, I don't want to play it.
That's a little bit sexist. But you don't really play as Ellie as like in the first game you play as Ellie, but she's like a grown adult by then. Joel, you play as Joel, the big dude with the beard
I know all
behind
about it.
her.
I
You
seen
play
the
as
game.
him.
I'm a lot older than you. I know all about the game. But I
Okay.
don't like that one. I don't want to play that one. I'd rather play Resident Evil, something an adult could enjoy. Have you ever played Resident Evil 3? Have
No,
you ever played Resident Evil 6 multiplayer?
I've not played any of the Resident
Have you ever
Evil.
completed Resident Evil 8 The Village?
I've never played any of the Resident
Well,
Evil
those
games.
are all games that an adult could enjoy, and they're all better than The Last of Us, which would have you playing as a child, a little girl. I'm a 40-year-old man. I don't want to run around as a little girl. I'll be a police officer who fights monsters. Resident Evil. You understand what I mean?
Mm.
Finish her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ermac wins.
Hold
And
on.
if you never played none of the
Wait.
Resident Evils, I suggest you go start playing them all one by one. You got 8 to play. It's a long, long list.
I'm on Resident Evil 3 right now. I don't think Resident Evil 1 is on here. It
Well, I
says
mean,
we're at
I
the
own all of
city
them.
mission.
I should probably, that reminded me, I should download Resident Evil 1 because I never completed the original on the PS4. I completed the original on the PlayStation 1. Do you know the
What the heck?
PlayStation
Raccoon
1?
City?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a multiplayer game. That's like Call of Duty. I remember that one. I remember when that came out.
I really like The Last of Us. It's a great story, in my
It's
opinion.
I understand.
Test your
I
might.
completely understand. If I was 7 or 9 years old, I'd love The Last of Us too. But you want to know what I was playing when I was 7 or 9 years old? Doom. Go look up Doom. Doom. I was playing that. You want to
Oh
know?
yeah, I know
I was
Doom.
playing Mortal Kombat 4. So when I was 10, I played Mortal Kombat 4. When I was 40, I played Mortal Kombat 12. And when I'm 70, I played Mortal Kombat 20.
You heard of the Quarry?
Who?
Oh, have you played the Quarry?
Yes. I actually
It's a
sat
good.
in a party with my friend and I actually played the game through the share play. Sat there with him all day, even watched. It's not a real game, it's just a movie and you just tap buttons.
Oh, I played the game.
I mean,
It
you
was
walk around a
fun.
little bit. You walk around a little bit, but it's basically like a movie though.
Fight.
I kept telling my
Yeah.
friend, if you can't decide if you want to watch a movie or play a game, put the Quarry on.
Or there's a full bundle game, and it has like it's called the Dark Pictures Trilogy.
Yeah, I played
My
all of them
personal
except
favorite
one.
is
I live streamed all of them. I beat all of them except one. And the one that I didn't like was the
which
one
one
with
did
the
you?
lesbian girl in it.
Oh, the evil one, the devil in me.
Yeah, as soon as I seen that shit, I turned it right off. I said, I don't know who they made this for. Delete.
Finish him.
You really just gotta make the right decisions.
Ermac wins.
You know, what was it called? Life is Strange is free. That's one of them type of games.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer and it looks pretty. No,
I'm not into that.
I didn't see the trailer. I went under, I went under the support our LGBTQ plus community thing,
Yeah, yeah.
right, to support gays and.
The only person I know that played Life is Strange and liked it was like some retarded girl, like who's like retarded.
Like actually mentally.
Yeah, yeah, you got it. I don't want to talk about her anymore.
Alright.
'Cause it seemed like we're
Oh,
making fun of her. We're just telling the truth. How come whenever you
have you
tell the
played?
truth about one of the retarded people, they say you're making fun of them?
I don't know. I really don't.
Like, what
Making
if,
fun of
because,
somebody
so if you like making fun of him would have been like going up to him and saying, hey, Timmy, you're a retard, Timmy, look, Timmy, you're a retard. But just
yeah,
telling, but just telling another person, hey, did you know Timmy was retarded? Timmy's a retard, right? Did you know? That's not making fun of him. That's asking your buddy if Timmy's really a retard or not, because you're looking at him drool all over himself. You get what I mean?
yeah. I like the retarded jokes though. It's funny. A lot of people get offended by a lot of jokes. A lot. Especially now.
Well, how
Like,
about
it's so
this then?
retarded.
You heard what happened to P. Diddy?
Oh, yeah, he had a,
Guess what happened?
I'm pretty sure he had one
Well, I want to tell you what
he
happened.
was a pedo, right? Okay.
I want to tell you what happened. In the year 1999, I was at a Puff Daddy concert, and as he was singing, he grabbed his nuts and he looked at me when I was in the crowd. And I repeat, in the year 1999, I was at a Puff Daddy concert. As he was singing on the stage, he grabbed his nuts and he looked at me when I was in the crowd. Does that mean that I was diddled? Was I diddled? Because I feel
That is wild.
like, when Michael Jackson grabs his nuts on the stage and he looks at the crowd, did he diddle the crowd? Was the crowd members that, he diddled the whole crowd? I'm only joking. I never went to one of his concerts. I never even liked any of his music. He paid money to have his own
Honestly,
best friend shot.
damn. I've never even heard of Diddy until people started talking about him in my class.
Yeah, well, way back in
Yeah.
the day, let me try to explain. Way back in the
Wasn't
day,
he
there
like
was.
some famous singer?
You won't let me. You won't let me explain.
Sorry.
Way back in the day, there was this big fat guy. When rap was first invented, when rap was first invented, and you had to walk to the store just to pay money to get a disc to listen to. This big fat guy made a lot of popular music, rap music, when it first came out. Well, P. Diddy was his
What?
boss. P. Diddy was that guy's boss. Well, guess what he did? He paid money to have him shot and killed, but nobody can prove it. And then ever since then, he would sell that man's music. You understand what I mean? A famous fat man, big fat man, a famous fat man, was one of the first rappers. And P. Diddy was his boss. Well, P. Diddy paid to have him killed so he can continue to sell the music forever and not give him anything. But nobody could prove it.
Isn't that what happened with who was it? I think didn't that happen with Drake and XXX?
Never heard of it.
That's what I her brother down. My older brother told me about it. XXX was a super famous rapper, and I guess him and Drake were having some beef, and he got murdered because some guys in black hoods, like everything, cut him off in a van, jumped out, and then just blasted at him. And the theory is that Drake paid some guys to kill him because they were beefing. Which is super sad.
Excellent.
Let me tell you that Triple X guy, he wasn't famous at all compared to the people I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
he was.
Not compared to the people I'm talking about.
Did he? I mean, he was famous, but like, not really. He always like getting back up because
Whoever that Triple X guy was, he's a person that works for somebody like Diddy. Drake, he's a person that works for somebody like Diddy. Like Jay-Z, P. Diddy, all the people you never heard of before, they create the people that make the music. Like somebody named Dr. Dre created Eminem. Some other guy created Dr. Dre. And they're all gay, they're all homos, and they're all fags. The only one that I could think of who's not a gay, the only one that's normal is 50 Cent. 50 Cent is the only one that's a regular person. All the other ones are like P. Diddy, and worse.
What about like TVE, Ice Cube?
They're all, most of them are dead. They're elderly.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about like when they weren't like. Do you think they're weird? Like, do you think they're LGBTQ plus?
No, they're dead, most of them.
I don't know, but did you think? I understand that they're dead, but theoretically, alright, if they were still alive, would you think that they were weird?
No, of course not. You can tell who it is. You ain't been around long enough to even understand how to read a person. Look at them and see. You can tell who the ones that it is or not.
I feel like I know most. There's some gay kid in our class named Talon. He wears, whenever he wears his socks, like rainbow socks, it bothers me so much. And like, he wears like those girly socks, like the night before Christmas, and like he has like sparkles all over them. Or he wears like rainbow socks.
Where am I supposed to go here? You should have went and told your guidance counselor or your principal that you don't want to be in the same class with them. Because you don't want to be around people like that. You should have said being around them makes you feel uncomfortable and you don't want to be around a person like that. If my son came home from school and said he's seen two boys kissing in the back of the class, I would have pulled him out of the school.
Oh no.
I would have pulled him out of the school. He'd have never been allowed to go to that school ever again because he said he's seen two boys kissing in the classroom. I would have tried to take the school to court. Said, what did you expose him to?
No, you can't take the school to court nowadays. Maybe back in the day. Maybe, not nowadays.
When I went to school, I beat up the other kids.
Ermac wins.
I was bigger than all the other kids, and I put my hands on them and beat them up. The thing that they would do is say I'm suspended and send me home. Since I got to stay home because I beat up the person I didn't like. I thought every kid's dream was to stay home. Imagine if there was somebody
It
that you
is,
didn't.
but
Imagine there's somebody you didn't like at the school, like they made fun of you or something. Imagine if you shoved them into the ground as hard as you could. You just shoved them to the ground as hard as you could, and then started swearing at them, but did it in front of one of the teachers. You get to go home for like 3 or 4 days, and then when you come back, he won't even look at you.
yeah,
He'll just
but
look
my
down. He'll just
parents,
look down the whole time. I would explain.
my parents.
What do you think about my parents? I had to explain it to them. I said, well, the person made fun of me for maybe 250 days in a row. So on the 250th day of like nobody doing anything about it, I finally did something. Now I'm the bad guy, right?
They don't. My parents' logic is if they put your hands on you, then you could hit them. Other than
You
that,
should.
no.
Well, you should try to. Well, if the incident does occur, it's going to be your job to justify it to them. Remember, all you wanted to do was go home and beat up somebody you didn't like.
Oh my god. I wanna beat up this kid so fucking bad in my class. In my art class. His name is Angel. He's a short brown dude. Not like black, but he's black. I think he's Mexican. And for no reason at all, he called me fat. And he says all this other mean stuff to me.
You should
And
convince them. You should convince them that you want to walk home from school. And then when you get away from the school, shove him to the ground. And then if he puts his hands on you, you can hit him back. You don't have to tell anybody you shoved him to the ground. You can act like he slipped. He fell over his own 2 feet.
all we have is the same art class. We didn't go on the same bus. We don't walk to school the same way.
I used to
We
ride a
don't even have the
bicycle
same
to school. I used to ride a bicycle to school, and I used to get to school about 45 minutes early. And I'd sit on the side of the school with a bunch of other kids, and they'd all be smoking cigarettes. You're not hanging out with the bad kids then. What are the bad kids doing? You need to go hang out with the bad kids or the bullies or whatever, because then one of them will beat him up for you. Find one of the kids that failed a grade twice. There ain't nobody who failed twice. Ain't nobody twice as big as everybody else because they're supposed to be in 9th grade, but they're in 7th.
Nobody is really a bully in our school that, like, you know, shoves people to the ground, takes other people's lunch, you know, because our school is very strict and we're all afraid from our parents. So,
You
trust
must
me,
not
if
go to
I,
a city school then.
oh no, I do. I don't go to a private school, I go to a public school.
Yeah, I know. It
and
must
it's
not be a
strict.
city school. It must be like some kind of neighborhood somewhere. It must be all neighborhoods and all that. I know it must not be no city. Because if you went to any city school, there'd be people fighting right in the cafeteria and on the side of the school.
Yeah, it's mostly like a little town, not really city, even more of a city.
Ermac wins. Flawless victory.
We don't have much stuff in this town.
Because if you were in like California, Texas, New York, Florida, New Jersey, Las Vegas, any major place where there's like big cities and you went to any school there'd be people fist fighting nonstop. People smoking cigarettes right outside the school, everything.
Damn. Would they like be selling cigarettes?
If you had money and you wanted one of them, probably.
Damn.
That's why I was saying save the lunch money. I heard nowadays you don't even get lunch money anymore. Because all the kids were saving their money instead of buying lunch.
We don't get no more money. It's free. Our lunch is free. And honestly, I kind of enjoyed the school lunch. It's not that bad.
Well, normal school, the lunch was like $1 or $2. You can also buy breakfast. So most kids, like from wealthy families, they were given $5 a day to go to school, which means that they didn't eat no lunch or no breakfast. They could have $25 at the end of the week. So that means, like, even as a kid, people were still having $100 a month.
That's crazy.
When I was a kid, I used to steal marijuana from my family members and give it to the other kids in the grades higher than me to sell. Like when I was in 7th grade, I used to steal marijuana from my stepbrother. Then I would give it to one of the people that was in 9th grade, and they would sell it to the other kids in the high school, and they would split the money with me.
If I stole anything from my stepbrother, he would cook me up. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, your stepbrother's not a marijuana dealer. And if you take the marijuana from him, you could say this: well, I'll just tell the cops you were selling pot. But you stole it all from him, so he can't do anything. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Tell your parents that he's gonna say, "Hey, Mom, my stepbrother stole all my marijuana." He ain't gonna be able to do nothing. He's just gonna know that it's gone, and next time he should hide it better.
Do you mind if I add Chris Placer to the party? You just invited me to one.
Yeah, invite him over here.
Okay. Alright, so we're not voting. Is that what's going on?
What? I don't know why he would invite you to the party. I never invited you. You joined on your own.
Yeah, I invited him.
For some reason, he always acts like he's too scared to join over here, like he's afraid of Jason Shack or whatever. That's why he never plays Friday the 13th. He's afraid of Jason. Gives him nightmares.
The one that I'm scared of the most is Michael Myers. Because
he's the easiest one to kill. All you gotta do is be an adult and you can kill him. You can punch him right in his throat. Yeah. All you have to do is punch him right in his throat, right in his Adam's apple, right in the middle of his neck. You could poke his eyes out. You could put him in a headlock and poke his eyes out. You could kick the knife out of his hands with a boot. You could use a boot to kick the knife out of his hands and tackle him, put him in a headlock, poke his eyes right out of his head. Now, yeah, I've seen every movie. In the latest movie, he was killed by an elderly old woman. Imagine that. Even an old woman could beat him. He's the easiest one to kill. He has no supernatural powers. He's just a man with a knife. Any police officer could kill a man with a knife.
Invincible.
He was killed in the last movie by a lady with a knife. And he dies at the end of almost every movie. In one of the movies, he got shot to death by a bunch of cops.
Did he actually die though?
It doesn't matter. He's the easiest one to kill is what I'm trying to say. You pick anybody else. You pick anybody else, and they're going to be harder to beat. The second easiest one to kill is Leatherface. He's just a guy with a chainsaw.
Listen, Laurie Strode has prepared for that fight her entire life. Sure, she laid down a little, but she still had that skill. She beat him because she
Ghostface though? Hold on.
obviously had.
Anyone who's just a normal human with no powers, Michael Myers, Ghostface, think of one of them. Michael Myers, Ghostface, who else?
Hold up. And she knocked him out. They took him to a thing that rhymes, so obviously he's going to die from that. But he's had his eyes shot out. He basically survived everything.
Well, he's still the weakest
Halloween
one.
ends.
It doesn't matter what he survived. He's still the weakest one. He's just a guy with a knife. He can survive anything a guy with a knife can survive. He never survived anything a normal human being couldn't survive. Any normal human being
Like
could live through everything he lived through. Like, think of somebody like Pinhead. Pinhead is a ghost from hell. Freddy, well, he'd probably be the hardest one to kill. I don't think there is a way to kill him. You can't kill a ghost. Unless you can trap them like the Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters might be able to beat Pinhead. Maybe they could trap him.
I feel like it's kind of easy to beat Pinhead. Just don't open the box. Boom.
Worst, in order to even have the conversation, the box has to be open for him to be there. So we're saying the box is open. How do you beat him? The only way would be to contain him. I don't think you can. He's not something you can kill. It's not something that gets killed.
Get a priest. He's a demon, right? He's
Yeah, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So Pinhead could kill Michael Myers easy just by looking at him. Freddy Krueger could kill Chainsaw Massacre easy. So Ghostface, Chainsaw Massacre, and Michael Myers are the weakest ones. If you can think of anybody else, they're all going to be stronger. Pinhead is stronger. Freddy is. You think of the people who are stronger now. We just made the list of the week. We just made the list of the week. There's three people. There's three people on the weak list. So Michael Myers, Chainsaw Massacre, and Ghostface. They're all the weakest ones. They're just regular people. Now, Freddy Krueger, Jason, the Alien, Predator.
Listen to me real quick. Freddy Krueger can really beat anybody if you think about it. They all need to sleep, including the dude in the box.
No, he don't need to. The dude in the box don't sleep. He's just a demon from hell. He could probably beat Freddy easily.
Shit. Can he get into the dream world? And plus, Freddy
probably. He probably could. I think that Pinhead could beat Freddy. He would just use them hooks to pull him into the box, and then once he brought Freddy to hell, he'd just be another demon in hell. He'd turn Freddy into one of hell's demons.
Freddy already is a demon. What are you talking about?
This time he'd be a demon trapped in hell. Because that's where Pinhead would put him at. He'd probably be in jail in hell. Pinhead lock him up with a bunch of chains.
The sleep demons would save him though. Because those are like the sleep demons are the people who brought him though, right?
Yeah, whatever it is, Pinhead is above all that. He's like a king of the demons. He'd probably take Freddy's powers away from him. He's probably the one that created them sleep demons. They're probably his pets.
Plus, Freddy can control the dream world, so even if Pinhead does get into there, he could just like control, you know? Like
Freddy's like a human being that like stole a little bit of a demon's powers. Pinhead is an actual demon, and he's stronger than the one that Freddy stole the powers from. Like if those dream demons appeared in front of Pinhead, and there was no Freddy, and those dream demons appeared in front of Pinhead, they would like be like pets to him, like he'd treat them like a cat or like a dog or something.
yeah. It's wild.
At least that's what I think, because they look like little worms with faces. They look like little floating worms with faces on them, the dream demons.
They're demons, but nobody's really seen a demon unless you are a demon or you've been to hell.
What about the predator alien?
Oh shit, yeah.
What about the alien, the
Predator.
actual alien? The alien?
What do you mean? Like Alien the movie?
The alien from the horror movie, Aliens.
Oh, yeah. They're pretty scary.
They're in Mortal Kombat 10. And Chucky the Doll is harder to kill than Michael Myers.
Literally, no, not really. Well, it's a kill. He really does have plot armor, and plus the reason why they needed to kill, like, the reason why he died is because, let's be realistic, they started running out of money, and people started downgrading, like, you know, the watches started to go down.
Or Chucky, he sneaks up on a person. A normal person, like a normal human being, could fight Michael Myers. Like when Michael Myers walks into the room with the knife, you got a second to maybe try to dodge him when he's stabbing you. You might be able to jump out of the way. He's gonna open the door and he's gonna look at you and he's gonna walk towards you, Michael Myers. You're gonna have a second to think. Chucky, you're not gonna see Chucky.
Don't forget.
Just listen carefully. Chucky will sneak up on you, so a normal person cannot defeat Chucky. You'll be trying to you'll be trying to open a closet door and he'll jump at you. You'll go to get in the car and he'll come out from under the car. Like you go to try, he'll jump on top of you. Like Chucky's not going to walk into the room and say, "Hi, here I am," like Michael Myers.
Michael Myers doesn't also do that either. You know that, right?
But I think you understand what I'm trying to say.
You don't understand what I'm trying to say either.
Michael Myers never really had the element of surprise. 90% of the time, everybody's seen him coming.
Yeah, but what about, like, in the car scene? You know? Like Chucky. But also, even if he did sneak up on a person, they could literally grab him, drop him, fucking punt his head off. That's really it.
Yeah, but I think like there's more to Chucky than we know. Like there's 5 or 6 of them dolls, and when one dies, the other one activates. Like he always got like an extra body somewhere. And I heard even if you kill all the bodies, he goes back into human form, but he's a ghost. He'd just be a human ghost walking around looking for a body to possess. Because at the end of the Chucky TV series, when they killed all the dolls, he was just a ghost floating around, a human being, looking for another body to try to go inside.